just going to go through our B flat scale. This should be review, and in case it's not, then it's new info, and if it is, then great, you're doing a great job. The first thing is, we're doing our B flat scale. For you guys, that is your C scale, right? Which means you start on the letter C, which I'll be putting fingering example right here for you. And we're going to start with C. So C is open, and it's going to be our low C that's under the staff, right? And then our next note is going to be D, which is going to be played by pushing 1 and 3. So you have C. Our next note is E. And that's played by pushing 1 and 2, right? So we should have 3 notes now, C, D, E. Our fourth note is an F, and that's played by pushing just our first valve down. So yeah. And I went on to G. So G is our fifth note, right? And G is open. So C was open, G is open. The way that we actually make that change notes, and it's a good sort of practice to do separate, is just to take our trumpet with no hands and go. So those are all open partials on our instrument, right? And there's a couple ways that you can think about this. So the first way would be speeding up your air, right? If we make our air go faster when we buzz, and you can do that off mouthpiece, especially if you want to be quiet but you want to practice in your house. Take a mouthpiece separate and just go. As much as possible to build up those armature muscles. So armature being the muscles we use in our face to actually make sound on our instruments, right? It also helps to do like how I just did, where I start on a high one and then I kind of relax down into a lower note until it becomes like nothing. If we were to do that on our trumpet, and that's a good way to kind of warm down our lips also. When we play really high notes, sometimes we feel like a lot of pressure come back on us. But being able to move between C and G. Another tip that kind of helps is if you can picture inside this mouthpiece, as looking at it, if I picture my low note, like where it is on the staff, right? I picture looking at the bottom, I picture my G more so toward the middle, and I picture my C like I'm pushing my air upward. I don't know why, but for me, when I play trombone and stuff, that always helps me picture and change my notes. So if that helps you, then that's great too. Like faster air and the angle, right? So I'll do those first 5 notes, right? C, D, E, F, and G. Okay, and then our next note after G is A. So like E, A is related, and it uses valves 1 and 2 as well, right? With faster air. And then we have B, which is going to be our middle valve. And then we arrive back at C on the top, which is going to be open, just like it was when it was a low note. Which is why if we practice going, we're going C, G, C, G, C. And sometimes singing it like that helps. Okay. So I'll walk through the whole scale now in half notes for you guys. Which is what I'm looking for on your flip grid. You want to have those notes that they're solid, they come out anytime you see any of those notes to get us started, because that's going to be what you need for some of these first songs that we're learning.